All right, Todd. What is going on first week of December?
Yeah, welcome back for me, everybody. Oh, look at that. Moves automatically now. AI. Hey, welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining me today. Today, we're going over the market statistics for the week ending December 2nd. We haven't had a market stats over a couple of weeks due to the holidays, so it's really interesting. Let's take a look. 68 days closed on market, a 4.23 month supply. Our absorption rate is at 23.63. Average list price this past week at $766,679, and average sale price this past week at $560,102. 97.81 is our list price to sale price retention. Inventories continued to slide over the last couple of weeks, so we're down to 21,841 listings. Pending is at 3,045, and closed units for last month, it's an unwashed number, so next week we will have the month-end numbers for you, but it looks like it's going to come in just about 5,200, and that will be an increase year over year. Taking a look at new listings taken, we suffered greatly, down 38%. We only took 1,089 listings. That's not enough. Days on market, 110.7 for active and 67.7 for closed. Taking a look at the lower left-hand side price ranges, you'll notice every single price range increased in product. Of course, there's no buyers in the market during the holiday. No, I'm just kidding. But in each category, however, the days on market also sped up. So when you see days on market go down, which is the last number on the right there, that's telling you that the market's obviously becoming more brisk. So that's the news this week. If you look at 0 to 600,000, it represents 66.16% of the entire MLS inventory. 600 to a million is at 20.43, and a million and up represents 13.4. So taking a look at our spreadsheet, looking in the center column today, the goldenrod column for 2022, same week, to the left, that was 2 years ago, excuse me, to the left of that, last year's numbers. You're going to notice it's real important to take a look at those because that's how we will compare this year versus last year. And week over week is so capricious, it's sometimes real difficult to really see any real major changes. So new listings, we took 1,089. Obviously, we're at 1,761 a couple of weeks ago. Looking at last year, this same week, we were at 1,388 and 1,254 for the year before. And that's about the lowest we should ever be. So when we get it down to about 1,000, there's some breaks going on. We all know people don't like, and I hope we as realtors don't promote people not listing their homes during the holiday seasons. I understand people are concerned for theft of presents under the tree, or just items during the holiday. They are concerned about guests, family and guests flying in and staying with them, and the interruption it may cause. Here's the thing: if you've got somebody that's willing to pay you list price today, do you want it? Of course you do. So you should always leave the houses on the market during the holidays. Also, it gives greater visibility because there's so fewer properties being put on the market. So there's a reason to list houses if you're interested. Active inventory, 21,841 is where we're at. 423 of those are in the coming soon category. 16,667 in the single family detached. We have 2,594 new home construction properties, bringing the total non-distressed inventory to 21,676. We take a look at the numbers, although the numbers are going up in the lower category in the gray and the short sales, lender-owned and HUD. You'll notice that it's actually about 0.7 still, right around the 0.75%, about 3/4 of 1% of the entire MLS inventory. But look at the numbers. The numbers are a lot larger than they were 2 years ago. 22 short sales now. We have 94, 27 in the lender-owned 2 years ago. We now have 67. So again, pay attention. HUD is about the only area of the market right now that is pretty dormant. Taking a look at pending, we're at 3,045. That's about 400 people more in the marketplace than we had a year ago. However, 2 years ago, we were at 3,269. Week over week, we suffered just a little bit, down 6%. Closed inventory, again, this is month to date as it looks right now. We wash all the inventory, make sure that there aren't errors in reporting, and you know as well as I do. Come on. Today's the first day back after the holiday. The month ended on Saturday. So this week, we're going to get a lot of additional properties reported as closed that were unable to be done because nobody was working on Saturday and Sunday. So we'll expect to see that. But right now, it's sitting at 11.4% better than last year. That's some really strong numbers for November. Looking at months supply, we're at 4.23, so that's a little high. It's red because it really means we're in a buyer's market. If somebody's going to negotiate today, the sellers are all competing to have their house be the one that gets sold. So the sellers are having to, you'd think the sellers are having to give up money, but we're going to see that they're not. What's just happening is there's more product on the market and fewer people in the marketplace. That is how that is determined. Looking at average sale prices, median sale price is the one I'm concerned with, the very bottom one there, $434,990. We're at $469. I am so happy that recovered. You know, $469.9, that's a blip. And again, median sale prices is what statisticians love. But I'm going to tell you, that's a median sales price based over the last 7 days. So again, this isn't looking at the entire MLS inventory. I do provide that for you, usually at year end, but it's just as week over week is compared. So days on market, still pretty brisk at 68. We were at 64 and 60 relatively, respectfully year over year. And we look at list price to sale price retention. This is where I was telling you the sellers aren't giving jack up right now. I mean, 97.81. Sure, there's a 2.2% negotiation, but if you slide your eyes way over the rest of these spreadsheets, you'll see it gives you all the rules of thumb. And 97.8 is the historical average since I've been recording these back all the way to 1998. So I can really just comfortably say to you, we're in a market where when the seller wants to sell, they're willing to give up that percent. It has nothing to do with concessions that are built into the contract or any of the other types of things. This is clearly just what was the difference between the list price and the purchase price at the time the property was went into contract. And that's really the numbers we got this past week. So hope everybody had a good week, and go get some listings. Go help people come to the realization now's the time, truthfully, to put their house on the market. They can do it by appointment only if they want. Not saying they can't protect themselves from people just coming in any time. But again, don't be the one who tells people it's not a good time to list your property.
All right, thanks, Todd, as always. And Matt